Monday's top stories. Protests reach Koh Samui. 7-Eleven accident victim needs you. Samui is becoming Asia's hottest beauty destination. Best spa in the world right here? Let's go first to Natal, where approximately 500 protesters gathered on Friday.
We are here to protest against the government, to support people islands, to get the corrupt government out of our country, because it's been going on for so long.
I need the government go out from Thailand.
Protests will most likely continue until needed changes are done. This could happen overnight or within a week. But as history has proven, once political issue gets past a certain point here, there is hardly any way to go back. Local Farang business population understandably wants to stay out of Thai politics. One can only think that massive exposure in global media with the political instability can't be that good for Thailand's business. 7-Eleven accident driver was told to be intoxicated. According to the eyewitness, the 30-year-old Thai driver was seemingly shocked, injured, but not drunk or trying to flee the accident spot. Those willing to help accidents' only real victim, young Thai lady who suffered 80% burns onto her body, can call Admiral Lord Nelson Restaurant in Panrak for any donations, since her future life is the only real innocent one suffering from this terrible accident. Elections are coming to town near you. Noticeably growing sound pollution will stop 13th of this month when the election will be held. One of the three mayoral candidates held an electoral showcase next to Chowing Lake on Saturday evening. On a lighter side, according to the sources, alcohol will be sold as usual since this is not central government election. Landing Road has caused standstill between Ring Road and Rekebab Road. Total renovation is one of the positive upgrades Samui has seen during the past year. Island's been enjoying city rides, and though long-timers always seem to like the past, no one really wants to remember the kind of November floods like 3 years ago. Local shops and drivers alike should be enjoying finished job just before the end of October. Real estate firm C.P. Richard Ellis, Koh Samui is ideally positioned to become one of Asia's hottest boutique destinations. New properties that are being developed on the island have different characteristics from those found on other Thai resort destinations like Phuket and Pattaya. Villa developments are particularly the focus right now on the island, and in long term it is believed that the high end of Samui's property market will become the norm rather than the exception. Ease the looming water shortage crisis. The island's provincial waterworks authority has hired the East Water Company to build a reverse osmosis treatment plant which will convert seawater into usable fresh water. When the plant opens, it will be capable of generating about 1 million cubic meters of fresh water each year. Best of the Best Award celebrated the cream de la cream of the virtuoso properties and their programs, staff and services. Nominees were carefully selected from the participants in the Hotels and Resorts program based on extensive research. Hotel of the Year, Amanpuri, Phuket. Best Spa, Six Senses Hideaway, Samui. Congratulations, Koh Samui! On a positive note for those who are wondering about opening a bank account on Samui.
To open a new account, you bring a passport only for open account in Kasikorn Bank.
Foreigners needed to have a company and all the right papers in order to succeed in opening a personal account, but now also other banks are offering this simple service. Since things could change quickly around here, why not open an account tomorrow? certain English bar owner from Panrak hasn't been returned to the island like rumors suggest. Local so-called monkey house hasn't seen anyone by that name despite the word around. Bar owners sneaked out bars' booze and other valuables during the quiet night hours about a month ago. So-called friends were left wondering when he is going to pay back approximately 3.5 million baht he loaned just before his rock star exit. He was busted on the mainland after local shops heard he had left the island without intent to return. Just about every Samoian knows that there is a fancy ferry pier close to the Big Buddha, just where you enter Panrak's beach road from the airport. What everybody isn't necessarily aware of, though, is that you can take Sea Trans semi-luxury ride to the mainland via Koh Phanang's Tongsala and Koh Tao all the way to Chumpon. From there, buses can take you all the way to Bangkok, with one way costing 1,000 baht. Small bar, air-conditioned seating area and flat-screen TVs keep local and mostly global travelers entertained. Half an hour is all that is needed for Phanang's Tongsala trip, which costs about 400 baht one way. On the way, you can pamper yourself with massage. 200 baht gives you a half an hour with very sweet seed, if you don't mind other people trolling and watching while you are treated. Although it is nice to go away, even for a day, nothing beats. On semi-sport section, David Beckham joins his ex-manager Sven-Göran Eriksson with his 1,600 square meter villa property to become one of the latest local high-end property owners. From other global sport figures, among the knowns is tennis starlet Justin Henin, who has a nice condominium reserved with her name near Mainam. I moved under TOT spell more than a year ago. I still deeply regret. During July to October, I was not really taking much of an action on a really slow connection. I heard a lot of stories from other TOT users that they were paying for 2 megabit connection but were receiving fraction of this. I personally got about 300 kilobits. You would think that when you pay for a liter of gasoline, you would assume to get about 1 liter. In October then, I actually mentioned this to TOT people. I heard all kind of excuses over the months, how cable was broke somewhere, earthquake in Asia, all of Samui is down, how they were doing basic renovation in Thailand and so on. Samoian would give other reason most of the time than Bangkok. Finally, in December 2007, I laid out a formal complaint. Eventually, in March 2008, I started to receive those actual around 2 megabits I was paying for. These guys seem to have sold their service many times over. They can't get away with anything, can they? 077-426-099 is the number, and I bet complaint manager is just waiting to receive your call and hear all about your TOT problems. Next week, you'll get again the latest Samui news. We will give you the first absolute recommendation on a restaurant to go, big on a new prison wing being built, and we will do a Samui visa run if there is enough time left. Until then, we search and try to serve.